Hello friends, welcome to my channel General Knowledge and Interesting Facts. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Today in this video you will see the phrasal verbs which we use in the daily life and how to use in sentences. Here the verbs followed by prepositions and adverbial particles are called phrasal verbs. We, we will see the example. To back up means to support. He is ready to back up this friend. To back down, to give up a client. The striking worker backed down their demands. To back out, withdraw from a promise. The minister back out of his assurance to the people. Next, bear. To bear down, to overthrow by force. The opposition tries to bear down the ruling party. To bear down upon, move forward to attack. Example, our army bore down upon the Chinese army. To break up, to endure or to be firm. We must bear up in our difficulties. Next, beat, to beat back, to force to retire. The soldier beat back the enemies. To beat down means to crush or to subdue. Example, he beat down the thief. To beat up, to disturb suddenly. Example, the hunter beat up the deer. Next word, break. To break down means to stop due to mechanical fault. The bus break down in a forest. To break down, to collapse due to shock. He broke down after hearing the news of his wife's death. To break out into begin. A new disease broke out in the slum area. To break into, to enter by force. The thief break into the house. Break off, to separate. The partners quarreled and broke off. Next word, bring, to bring about. Cause to happen. The king tried to bring about many changes. To bring up means rise. She brought up all her children well. To bring under. The enemies were brought under. To bring out. To publish. He brought out good book on English grammar. Next word, call. To call for. To require. The situation calls for severe action. To call off means to stop. The students called off their strike. To call up means to telephone. He called his father up for money. To call upon means to appeal to. The manager called upon the worker to resume their work. To call on, to visit. He called on the principal. To get over, to recover. Soon he got over all his ill feelings. To get through, to pass. He got through the examination. To get out means to escape. The animal fell into the trap but could not get out. To get to reach. He got to his place after 3 days. Next word, give. To give away, to disturb. The collector give away the prizes. To give in means to field. The enemy did not give in. To give up. He gave up all his bad habits. To give away. The bridge gave away due to heavy traffic. to give out. The flowers give out sweet smell. Next word go, to go by. The car was stopped until the leaders went by. To sew back on. The owner of the factory went back on his promise to the workers. To go in for. He goes in for cricket. To go out heart go out to the poor and needy people. To go through. He went through my thesis carefully. To go under. His business went under for want of money. To go without. Now the poor people have to go without good and shelter. To go on with. He went on with his work. Next word lay. To lay by. He must lay by some money for old age people. To lay down. Many soldiers lay down their lives for our country. Next, lay down. The officer laid down some rules for the staff. To lay off. The management laid off many workers due to the financial difficulties. To lay out. He laid himself out for recognition. Next word look. To look down on one, to treat with contempt. We should not look down on the poor people. To look for. He looks for a proper house. To look to. We must look to our culture. To look up. He look up his brother whenever he goes to the Madras. To look into. The auditor looks into all the accounts. Make. To make for. Good manners make for good name in the society. To make off. He made off with the money. To make over. All his property was made over to his sons. To make up. He made up the lost time. To make out. They could not make out his speech. To make it with up. He made it up with his enemy. Next word put. To put down. He put down the revolt. To put off. To examinations are put off. To put out. The lamp was put out. To put up. He put up with out our hotel when he was in Vijayawada. To put up with. I cannot put up with his pride. Next word run. To run down. We should not run down others. To run down. She was run down after the illness. To ran through. He ran through the answer. To ran over. He was ran over by a lorry. The water is run out. To run on. To continues. She will run on for the hour if you don't stop her. Next word see. To see off. He was see off by his friends. To see through. She saw through his game. To see to. He asked me to see to it with that he is given a seat. Set. To set about. He set about a business in London. To set in. Soon the monsoon may set in. To set off. He set off in a tour of Kashmir. To set aside. The court set aside the government. To set on. He set the dogs on the old man. To set to. He set his teeth to the document. Next word take. To take after. He takes after his mother. To takes in. She was taken in by his sweet words. To take on. A good player takes on any other player. Next, to take over. He took over the charge as the new principal. To take to. He took to drinking. To take off. He took his coat off. Turn. To turn down. He turned down the offer. To turn in. He turned in the money last month. To turn up. Many people turned up to his meeting. To turn into. He turned the Urdu story into English. Work. To work up. She was worked up before the interview. To work on. His words worked on the innocent girl. To work out. We can work out an agreement even with our enemies. To work off. He worked off the debt in time. So these are the examples which we use in the daily usage of in English. This will helpful. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my video.